Hey guys, welcome back to the Atreyu channel. So in today's video, I want to be talking about how to remove lint from your locks. Before we get to the intro, can I just ask, why is everybody getting lint in their locks? I keep getting these questions. Can you show me how to remove lint? How do you remove lint? Cover your locks. That's how you that's how you remove lint. Preventative. It's all about the preventative care. Let's get to it.
Atreyu is back, yeah. Atreyu is back, yeah. Atreyu is back, yeah. Atreyu.
Alright, so for those of you who don't know me well enough to know that I wouldn't come at you guys like that, I was joking. I understand why a lot of lockers get lint in their locks. It's because they don't wear a tam and satin bonnet combo 99.9% of the time, right? Especially the ladies, you're trying to look cute in your cashmere sweaters and, you know, those very floral scarves and stuff made of God knows what, and it gets into your locks. Also, if you're a pet owner, their fur can get all up in your locks. And if you don't have your locks covered when you're out and about, debris, you know, the dandelion, fluffies, all that can get caught by your locks. And if you don't catch it in time, your locks will basically bury it. It will become embedded in your locks. So today I'm going to talk about one way that I know of getting lint out of your locks. I've tried it before. It's been tried and tested and it works, with the caveat that you have to catch the lint early. And then I'm going to talk about preventative measures. But before we get into this video, if you are new to this channel, this is your first time clicking on my video, welcome. I hope you are enjoying the content. I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Please be sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. All right, so one tried and true way, and I've only actually ever had to do this once, but one tried and true way that I know of removing lint is to take a pair of tweezers and to just grab that foreign strand that does not belong and pull on it. Grab it and pull on it. Don't pull, you know, too aggressively or you might break the piece of lint and then you'll have less to grab onto to pull it out. So that works, but once again, only if the lint is not embedded too deeply. If it's really tangled and matted up with the rest of your hairs, then it's a wrap. I'm just being honest. Yanni, the lochologist, has spoken about lint, how to remove lint, which is not really a removal at all. She talks about dyeing your locks because she is, you know, the mindset that once it's in there, there's no way of getting it out. And, you know, I kind of agree. But I do know from my own experience that the lint is not always that deeply embedded and you actually can't get it out sometimes. All right, let's talk about some preventative measures. The first thing is anytime you are looking at your locks, inspect your locks, don't just look at them. So when you're maybe styling your locks or before you're about to wash your locks, which is really important, be sure to inspect your locks. Check your locks and make sure there is no surface lint, especially before wash, because after you wash and shampoo, all that agitation, that's just gonna serve to further tangle your hair, which means the lint, which was on the surface of your locks, has the potential to become even further embedded in your locks. So I would say, first, take advantage of every opportunity to inspect your locks. I mean, you don't need to obsess, but, you know, I would at least inspect them once a week, especially if you've had them out. You guys know you're in the mirror checking your locks out all the time anyway, let's be real, right? So just, you know, take a mirror and check your locks to see if you see any surface lint. Another preventative measure that can be taken is just being mindful of the types of shirts, scarves, and even head garments that you wear. For instance, if I didn't wear a satin bonnet under this, Eventually, as this yarn started to wear, I could get lint from this in my locks. But that's why I wear satin bonnet under it, to protect my locks from that. So just be mindful of the types of fabrics that you wear. And if you are going to wear, some really furry, fluffy fabric that sheds, then maybe consider wrapping your locks up, or even just doing an updo style. That will definitely help. Every little bit helps. And then once you are out of those clothes, out of those garments, just check your locks to make sure that you didn't acquire any lint over the course of the day. Now, if you absolutely detest lint, like you hate it, you loathe it, and the idea of it just being in your locks, embedded in your locks, even if you have dyed it, just you knowing that it's there bothers you, I have actually heard of people combing out, a lock or two. The idea of lint in their locks freaked them out that much that they were willing to take out that lock and just have it start over. And it really wasn't even all that noticeable because it was just mixed in with all the other locks. And eventually locked back up, of course. So if you're really at that extreme, if you really hate lint that much, then that also might be an option for you. I should also mention that I've watched videos where people have said that they had lint, when in actuality it was buildup. So I just encourage you to really take a close look at your locks and make sure that you're not confusing lint with buildup, because if it is buildup, then you can do an ACV rinse or something like that, or do a spot treatment with some dishwashing liquid and get it out that way. And then you don't have to worry about compromising the structural integrity of your locks by trying to pick at it. But all in all, a lot of lockers you will hear say that lint is inevitable. I will say that I think it depends on your lifestyle. If you're someone like me who, like I said, 99.9% of the time has my locks covered, then it's a non-issue. But if you're out there in those streets with your locks hanging out and you're all fashionable and wearing all the glittery and sparkly and furry stuff, then yeah, you increase your chances of getting lint in your locks. So to just take any preventative measure you can so that you don't find yourself in the unfortunate predicament of having to get lint out of your locks. I do hope this video has been helpful. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy days to watch it. Drop down below in the comment section and let me know if you've ever gotten lint in your locks, and if you have, how you got it out, or if you've ever dyed your locks because you couldn't get the lint out. Curious to hear your thoughts. If you choose to love, do so unconditionally, because loving with conditions conditions the heart to not really love at all. So Atreyu is out.